that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Now here's Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. When it comes to Jamal Murray, coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there and help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Gordon against Halliburton. Jokic sets the screen for Gordon. A three-pointer off the mark. Pacers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Jokic a screen. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Turner with the steal. Pass to Siakam. And here is Turner. Jokic with the steal. They break it out, 5 on 3. A 3, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
And even 3-on-3 break. Mathurin for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Jokic. The Pacers making the shot, and it's sent back by Turner.
Are you talking 6'11" and big-time length? Send it back, Mr. Turner.
Halliburton with it, now guarded by Porter. Murray against Mathurin.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Jokic. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
1:14 left to play in the first. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 7. Deep 2 from Murray. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Halliburton outside. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jokic with the screen on Siakam. And it's Gordon missing. Pacers leading by 5. Left side, Halliburton. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Porter pulls it in. To the paint. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Halliburton for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Following the three-pointer from Dario Saric. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Now here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. A shot by McConnell. No good. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Watson for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Furphy. He has yet to score. Nesmith up top. He's covered by Watson. Furphy, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Watson. Right side, Jordan. Saric outside. And the 3 off target. For Indiana, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Furphy. There's a screen by Toppin. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Strawther. Toppin covering. Takes the 3. Denver gets it back. Outside Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. Stolen by McConnell. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Throws it up high. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Trains the three-pointer. Westbrook's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Really encouraging when Russell Westbrook is making that three-point shot, because when he does, he's an impossible check.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Indiana. Saric with the screen for Westbrook. Out to Saric. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now, here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. It's good. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Charge, a screen on McConnell. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
The absolute ferocity from Russell Westbrook. The rim, my goodness, how you feeling?
Now, Neesmith. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Now here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Pass to Furphy. From downtown. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Furphy's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pops it up for Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
The three from Bryant. Rebound by the Nuggets. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Furphy. Launches it. Does not score again. That's his fourth miss against one make. Watson surveying the D. Lets the three fly. Toppin pulls it in. Here's Furphy. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
To the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Nice game, great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his son. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Murray, good.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Jokic with his screen on Mathurin. And a wide open look for Porter. The 3. The offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Left side, Mathurin. Halliburton against Murray. And they recover it. Here's Turner. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Turner's got his first points in this one.
Well, you can see Miles Turner has great confidence in that jump shot. There's no hesitation.
Halliburton against Murray. Here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Halliburton with it. Out guarded by Murray. Jokic with the steal. Outside Gordon. Fires from way outside. Denver with a new 14. Shoots a fader. Chalk up 2 there. Jokic has got 7 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Siakam inside. Guarded by Porter. Siakam misses. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Pacers trail by 11. Pop pass to Bryant. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Sharge. Toppin with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Bryant's got it. Neesmith, the pass to Bryant. Keeps it alive. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Nuggets leading by 10. Westbrook double team. Pass to Watson. Over to the wing. Sharge with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Sharge passes to Watson. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Watson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Sharge up top. He's covered by McConnell. Sharge with it. Pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that. And so it's Denver riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Peyton Watson. Sharge is out there with Jordan. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2 spot. Westbrook finds Sharge.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
To the right side. Screen by Sharge. Here's Strother. Traps in the tray. Strother's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Toppin, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The shooting fundamentals are a real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
Saric outside. There's the triple. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 17. Drives to the hoop. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. No good from outside. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And here is Neesmith. Pass to Furphy.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
First personal foul.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Murray looking around. At the top of the key, Gordon. Porter with the screen for Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton outside. Left side, Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Nembhard. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 14. And they double up Gordon. Now here's Murray. Nembhard covering. Gordon with the screen for Murray. To end the drought. Drills the three-pointer.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
And Turner kicks to Siakam. It's Nembhard on the wing. Launches a 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
In low. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And so it's Indiana with it. Siakam for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Now Jokic. High shot from 10 feet out. And the Nuggets lead by 19. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it. Thank you, David.
fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Monk passes to LaVine. Murray, a screen on Matherin. Shot by LaVine, no good. Indiana on offense. The three. Sinks it from distance.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Matherin in the NBA. Looks like he's already on that path.
Here's LaVine for three. Knocks down the long J.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And stolen by Murray. LaVine surveys the D. Sabonis with a screen on Halliburton. Here's LaVine for three. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Now here's Monk. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Halliburton outside. Siakam outside. Halliburton outside. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
Outside LaVine. It's stolen by Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Siakam outside. On the wing, Matherin. He's covered by LaVine. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And a miss there on the triple.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Siakam finds Matherin. Launches a three. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Matherin.
Yeah, how about Siakam right there, coming right back and sinking the three?
Monk with it. Turner covering. Outside for LaVine. Buries it from three. LaVine's got his second bucket of the night.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Halliburton goes. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, slick drive by Halliburton, cutting through the defense into a shot.
Now here's Monk. Defense right on him. Fires from deep. Indiana with a rebound. Nembhard outside. Halliburton outside. Turner passes to Halliburton. They get it back. Nembhard outside. Outside Matherin. Outside for Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And it's Matherin missing. Kings trail by 4. Pass to Ellis. From behind the arc. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Siakam against Murray. Siakam the screen. Halliburton for 3, and it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. And so Murray will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Halliburton right side. On the wing, Nembhard jacks up a three. Gets the three to fall. Nembhard's gotten his third basket of the night. It's stolen by Halliburton. With 1 on the clock. No good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Indiana ahead, up by 7. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Shepard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Obi Toppin. Then there's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
DeRozan looks it over. Pass to Lyles. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Carter, the pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on McConnell. And DeRozan lays it in off the drive.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And DeRozan gets it to go.
You could see his confidence on that shot. DeMar DeRozan catches it, fires it without a pause.
McConnell passes to Nesmith. Here's Shepard, defended by DeRozan. And here's Toppin from the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. Kings trail by 4. Good chance here for Crowder. And it falls all over the rim and in. Indiana has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside Nesmith. Carter against McConnell. Clock at 6. Pass to Shepard. Here's the 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Here are the Kings with the ball now. They're on a 10-2 run here. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh man, they'll make a rim shake. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now here's Carter. Still no points. The 3 from Valanciunas. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Toppin outside. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Lyles. Valanciunas sets a screen. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Toppin outside. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
To the left wing. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lyles has got 6 here in the quarter.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
McConnell outside. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Shepard. 1:07 left in the second quarter. The layup off target. Here's DeRozan. Here's Lyles. Carter on the wing. Lyles a screen. Carter can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Neesmith passes to McConnell. Now here's Toppin. There's the 3. Hauled in by the Kings. Valanciunas has got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Let's go with a 3. And it's Lyles missing. Indiana leading. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Outside Neesmith. 4-3. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Outside Carter with the drive. And that misses. That would have put him up. McConnell outside. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Indiana ahead, leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Andrew Nembhard getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Taking a look at Sacramento, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's Malik Monk. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pacers on D. They've led by as much as 10. Murray for 3.
When he's defending, Siakam is just all over you. He's got great footwork and fast hands.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect. So I doubt that trend changes for them anytime soon.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Greg.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Nembhard outside. The 3 is up. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 1-point game. Monk against Halliburton. And here's Sabonis outside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
On the wing, Nembhard. He's covered by LaVine. Shot's good by Mathurin.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Tipped. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Ellis, good.
We all know about his father, but Domantas Sabonis is proving that he is as good of a passer, maybe, as his dad.
Pass to Turner. Halliburton outside. Siakam with a screen on Sabonis. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Another 3 for Indiana.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And another basket for Sacramento.
Off the pass, Levine is more or less just automatic. He just lets it fly.
Turner with it. He's picked up by Levine. Outside Matherin. Siakam with a screen on Sabonis. Shot's good by Matherin.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Shot by Levine, no good. Indiana has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Fires it. Kicks it out to Siakam. Fires for 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Levine passes to Murray. Monk, a screen on Siakam. And here's Levine. Levine takes off. Murray for 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Matherin. Fires the 3. Rebound by Sacramento.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Levine with it. Siakam covering. Here's Murray. Out to Sabonis. For 3. Matherin with a rebound. Matherin's got 4 rebounds now. Halliburton, the pass to Matherin. Siakam with a screen on Sabonis. Back to Matherin. Pass to Siakam. Nembhard outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Turner. Great D that time from Murray. Levine against Halliburton. Here's the pick. Takes it inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Kings ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Shepard topping out there with Jackson. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Nesmith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Carter from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. McConnell from outside. Drills it from deep. McConnell's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Oh, swiped away. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 5-point Pacer lead. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
There's Nesmith with a 3. Rebounded by Lyles. DeRozan outside. Here's Valanciunas. Outside Carter. On the wing, Crowder. To halt the run. And the 3-pointer goes.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Nesmith with it. He's against Crowder. Here's Toppin from the arc. He drops it from range. And the Pacers lead by 5.
And that's how you up the ante. come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Carter finds DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Getting up there with the slam. DeMar DeRozan leaves nothing to chance.
And the slam dunk by Toppin.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Picked by Carter. Mikata with a steal. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Toppin outside. And the slam dunk by Toppin.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
A big DeRozan jam.
Here is a guy you can count on in these moments. The high pressure doesn't even bother them all.
Pass to Shepard. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter here. 6 to shoot. Here's Toppin. Lets it go from the wing. Neesmith's shot is off.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Valanciunas passes to Carter. This one for 3. And it's Lyles missing.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get it there yet.
They grab their own miss. Here's Neesmith. And he gets the bucket. And so DeRozan will bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 7. And here's Toppin from the arc. Rebound by Sacramento.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Outside Neesmith from deep. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's McConnell. Valanciunas with a rebound.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Here's Crowder. Drives to the hoop. Over to the left wing. Here's Lyles. Crowder right side. Carter from outside. The shot won't fall. And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them
going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Murray out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Ellis. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Levine in at the 2 guard. Ellis, that's good.
If Murray can keep his passing up, he'll be a force in this league.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Ellis will bring it up for the Kings. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Caught up with Coach Michael Malone. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot, it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who's guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by Jokic. Pass to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Porter looking it over. The Nuggets with another miss. The Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Crowder. Kick out to Levine. Screen by Valanciunas. Three-pointer. And it's Levine that time on the assist from Crowder. Levine's got 5.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Gordon against Murray. Here's Jokic. This one for 3. Connects from three-point range. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Kick out to Levine. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Brown. Guarded by Levine. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Ellis. And the Kings pushing it up now. Murray way outside. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
In the corner, Murray with it. Another 3 for Denver.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And Ellis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
And Jokic showing that he can be a stretch 5.
Pass to Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Ellis has got his second bucket of the night.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Levine. Denver getting their last shot to go. Ellis with a screen on Porter. Crowder finds Ellis. Fires the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Porter. Gordon with the screen for Porter. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. In the corner, Crowder with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Gordon up on top. Here's Jokic. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Kings lead by... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Kings.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Monk on the wing. He's paired with DeRozan. Sabonis is out there with Lyles. And it's Carter in at the point. Lyles no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Jordan a screen on Carter. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Well, Russell jumps pretty high on his three-point shot, so tough for smaller guards to challenge it.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in Milwaukee. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
You can't put a price on it, David. Thank you. Now, here's Sabonis. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Outside Carter, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Denver's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And Saric kicks to Westbrook. Saric with the screen for Westbrook. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Carter up top. He's defended by Jordan. The shot by Monk is no good. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And again, Denver no good. Kings leading now by 5. The wide open look here for DeRozan. They get it back. Pass to Monk. DeRozan with a screen for Monk. Buries it from three-point range.
Timeout.
Monk's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Watson. Westbrook a screen on DeRozan. Watson's shot is off. Sacramento's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's an 11-point Kings lead. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace. Although in every coach's press conference, you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. That's where you take advantages of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Carter missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Kings have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Now here is Carter. Still yet to score. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Watson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Denver shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Monk outside. .112 left to play here in the half. Carter for 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Nuggets trail by 8. Holmes with a screen on DeRozan. Watson's shot is off. And here now the Kings. They've led by as many as 11 points. Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are, just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
And here's Watson following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. Count that one. The Sacramento leaders can get back down again to single digits with those points from Watson.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Strother. No scoring in this one. Westbrook passes to Watson. Here's Strother. Takes it inside.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrapped for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Misses the 3. In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
Crowder with the steal. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. Levine can't hit. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 10-point game. There's Porter with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Porter's got 5 points so far.
You just look at how smooth that shot is from Porter Jr. From range, he knows what he's doing.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Denver's got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Gordon with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And stolen by Murray. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Sacramento leading by 7. Kick out to Levine. In the corner, Crowder with it. Back to Levine. Ellis with the screen for Levine.
There's some length from Murray as a guard there as he helps out on defense and pesters the shooter.
Jokic numbering in. Good work there as it goes. He's got 11.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Levine dishes to Ellis. And Ellis throws it down.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Murray with it, outguarded by Crowder. Now in Junis against Porter. Over Ellis. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Porter.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Outside, Levine. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And the Kings lead by 8.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Porter, a screen on Levine. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Lyles sets a screen for Carter. Drills it from outside. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Holmes checked in. The kick out to Westbrook. Jordan, a screen on Carter. Westbrook passes to Jordan. Back to Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And Westbrook providing some emotional spark with that jam.
Kings leading now by 9. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Out to Carter. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Carter's got 6 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
And DeRozan, here we go. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Strother. The kick out to Westbrook. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Sacramento in the driver's seat. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Nuggets trail by 8 on the 4 for Sacramento. Monk on the wing. He's paired with DeRozan. Lyles out there with Sabonis. And it's Carter in at the point. And it's Sabonis with the ball for Sacramento. Plays it up and banks it in. Lyles got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Kings. Denver's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Kings leading now by 8. On its way from Monk for 2. Outside, Sabonis. Monk with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Monk kicks to Sabonis. 5 to shoot. Carter with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Monk, and Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Watson's shot is off. The Kings shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. Lyles with the screen, and he gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The shot by Monk is no good. The Nuggets trail by 10. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Off target with his three. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And here is Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. And triggers a replay review by the official.
For your Nuggets, and this taking 2 shots.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Murray sets a screen for Sabonis. Murray outside. There's the drive. Crowder a screen on Murray. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Levine for 3. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Gordon with a screen on Ellis. Sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Exceptional playmaking there from Jokic, just seeing the gap.
Ellis outside. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And the Kings lead by 9. Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Kings have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The kick out to Crowder for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Brown. His three-pointer's off the mark. Sacramento leading by 9. Pass to Sabonis for the 3. It's hauled in by Watson. Nuggets have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this is the challenge Jokic possesses for opposing teams. He's so good at getting these types of calls.
And Jokic drops them both. The Kings shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Levine kicks to Murray. Right side Levine on the wing Ellis. Back to Levine. Clock at 6. Ellis with the screen for Levine. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Ellis can't get it to go. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Murray. Jokic with his screen on Levine. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Outside Gordon. Another shot. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, man. Look at Aaron Gordon proving he can step up and be the man.
Levine deciding where to go with it. That shot off.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes.
Brown, count it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Connects from downtown.
And Murray loves knocking down the big shot. He does not fear the moment.
Here's Brown. Guarded by Levine. To the left wing. And here's Jokic outside. A shot off that time.
Strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. Porter with a screen on Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Hits a three-pointer.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
Halliburton with the ball, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Halliburton surveys the floor. Back to Nembhard. Turner, a screen on Jokic. Nembhard tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so Porter will bring it up for Denver. It's a 3-point game. And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Now here's Turner. Siakam for 3, and stolen by Jokic. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Porter's shot is off.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Counted from distance.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
The Nuggets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Brown. And again, it's Denver missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. And it's Mathurin missing. And here's Denver. And here's Porter outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Siakam against Gordon. And then Siakam with the jam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Here's Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Fades back. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Halliburton's got 5 points.
When Mathurin's creating for his teammates, his offensive impact goes way up.
Brown's shot is good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Denver in the lead. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Michael Malone. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Jokic. Here's Murray. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find a shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
Halliburton outside. Up top, Nembhard, defended by Murray. Siakam looking it over. Up and over Gordon. Siakam, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Pass to Brown. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. And here's Turner. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. 8. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Russell Westbrook. Hayden Watson is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second.
You know, one of the things about Westbrook that has always been evident is incredible motor, especially when he's heading to the rack.
And here's Toppin from the arc. And here's Shepard for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Watson. Off target with the 3. Indiana leading. Outside Nesmith. Jackson pass to Nesmith. Here's Shepard. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
There's a screen. Westbrook, the pass to Holmes. Here's Strother. He's marked by McConnell. Strother, no good. Indiana leading by 5. Toppin with it. He's scoreless. And here's Shepard for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's McConnell. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. Westbrook with the defensive effort. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Now here's McConnell. Toppin outside. Inside. And there's a 3-second violation.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Jordan, the screen. Here's Watson. And another 3 for Denver.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Toppin finds Jackson. There's Nesmith with the 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. The Nuggets trail. Holmes passes to Watson. That ties the game. Watson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Pass to Shepard. Now here's McConnell, pounded by Westbrook. Westbrook against McConnell. Here's Shepard. Shot clock at 6. Back to McConnell. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And it's the Nuggets ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. 1:36 left in the second. To the inside. Pass to Strother. Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Hallie. McConnell finds Toppin. Here's Shepard. Back to Toppin. This one for 3. And Indiana misses again. Here's Strother. And again, it's Denver missing.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Back to Toppin. McConnell against Holmes. The 3. McConnell's shot is off. Denver has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And here's Shepard for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Gordon with a screen on Halliburton. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Mathurin. 5 to shoot. Mathurin against Porter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul. Indiana has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And the Nuggets shooting pretty well at 45%. Halliburton with a steal. For the lead. There's the drive. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton, take a bow, young fella. You deserve it. You have been outstanding.
That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Murray with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Brown. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Murray for 3. And again, it's Denver missing. For Indiana, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Mathurin is so tough in transition.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Brown. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Fires in the triple. Brown's got 6.
Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Halliburton, and give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
And here's Porter outside. They get the rebound. For the lead. Rebounded by Halliburton. The Pacers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Three-pointer Mathurin. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Now here's Murray. Jokic with a screen on Mathurin. Porter the pass to Jokic. Mathurin with a steal. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. And it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
Yeah, just the raw speed of Mathurin. The defense can't catch up, so he just goes all the way.
Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they can win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
Now here's Siakam. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Halliburton outside. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Again, Porter missing. Indiana leading by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Here's Halliburton. He's got 17. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. Hunting for opportunities. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Peyton Watson. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Holmes in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Here's McConnell following the score by Denver. Pulls up on the wing. And Holmes pulls it down.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Now here's Neesmith. Here's Jackson. That one is off. Some solid defense from Jordan. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Here's Strother. And another basket for Denver. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
And here's Shepard for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Pass to Watson. Now here's Holmes. Neesmith covering. Misses the 3. Indiana trailing here. McConnell passes to Toppin. Back to McConnell. And here's Toppin. Defended by Holmes. 4-3. Rebounded by Denver. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Stripped it away. Now the Pacers on the move. And here's Toppin from the arc. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Shepard. Back to Jackson. There's Neesmith with a 3. Nails it from 3. Neesmith's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Strother. Now here's Jordan. Out to the wing. Pass to Strother. The 3 is up. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Toppin with it. Jordan picks him up. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And here's Indiana now. Denver getting their last shot to go. And it's McConnell on the drive. Banked it in off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
And the shot goes down. Toppin's got his first bucket in this one.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Westbrook taking his time here. There's a minute 26 left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's the break. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
This is just what they needed right now. A strong defense and smart offense to give their slim lead a boost.
Westbrook against Toppin. Westbrook, the pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole. He ups the ante and delivers.
McConnell outside. Oh, there's the alley.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Strother. Back to Westbrook. 3-pointer. And Toppin pulls it down. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A new lineup here for Indiana. Here's Indiana. 3-point lead. First free throw is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Here's Murray. Count it!
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Halliburton finds Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton, a screen on Murray. Here's Mathurin. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Launches it. Oh, bangs home the 3. Oh, an enormous 3-pointer. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Three-pointer Matherin. It's good! It counts at the buzzer! The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Phenomenal.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. Now here's Turner. Halliburton looking around. Outside Mathurin. 4 on the clock. A 3 ball. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Well, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Ellis, the pass to Levine. Valanciunas sets a screen for Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. Shoots, going inside. The offensive rebound. On the wing, Ellis. Pass to Murray. Goes back up. Kick out to Levine. Cans it from downtown.
Levine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
Nembhard with it. Carter on him. Halliburton for 3. A second chance effort. And Turner with the lay-in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here is Carter, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Back to Carter. Driving inside. Wide open look here for Murray. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Nembhard. Good on the triple.
There is something special about a crisp, on-time, on-target passer. Mr. Halliburton, how you doing?
Ellis kicks to Levine. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Levine's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Kings. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Levine's shot is off. Pacers trail by 3. Turner with a screen on Ellis. Mathurin for 3. Carter pulls it in. The Kings have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Murray outside. Sinks the triple. Murray's got 6.
And Murray makes that catch-and-shoot jumper look much easier than it actually is.
Halliburton drives in. Siakam outside. It's Nembhard on the wing, defended by Carter. Siakam outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Boy, Pascal Siakam with the big-time answer from 3. Nice.
Murray sets a screen for Levine. That's in there. Carter with the assist. 10 points for him.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Fires from way outside. Halliburton, no good. Kings leading now by 5. Carter kicks to Ellis. And another three for Sacramento. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Shoots from the corner. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Shepherd out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Toppin. Then there's Aaron Nesmith. And it's Jackson in at the 5 down low. And here's McConnell after Markelle Fultz made that last three-pointer. There's a screen by Toppin. A nice shot by Nesmith. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Now, Crowder, after the missed three from Malik Monk. The kick out to Crowder. Monk for three. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Out left to the wing. Launches a three. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Shepherd.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Monk, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Monk. It's stolen by Shepherd. Launches the three. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Sabonis. Over in the corner, Fultz. The kick out to Sabonis. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Sabonis has got his first basket.
Well, the rock-solid mechanics of Domantas Sabonis in the catch and shoot.
Now, Nesmith. Shepherd with the ball. No good with the triple. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Wasted no time on that one. Monk's got the lead up to 12 now for the Kings.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Crowder sets a screen for DeRozan. Shoots the three. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist from DeRozan.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's Nesmith. Tapping a screen on Monk. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Here's Nesmith. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Kings. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Monk. Launches it. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shepherd, pass to Jackson. Shepherd with the ball. And the basket by Jackson.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Here's Sabonis. Monk outside. DeRozan with a screen for Monk. Lets the three fly. Sabonis kicks to Monk. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. The rebound by Shepherd.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's Neesmith. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. Neesmith has got 6 in the quarter.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Monk, no one around him, hits it from three-point range. And the Kings lead by 13. Toppin against Crowder. Toppin passes to Neesmith. Shoots over to Rosen, and he gets the jumper to drop. Neesmith has got 8 points. Left side Crowder for the 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Fultz. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Sacramento. They lead by 14. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
You've got Carter. LaVine is out there with Keegan Murray. Then it's Ellis, and it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. LaVine dishes to Murray. Back to LaVine, fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 13 points in the game.
LaVine cooking right now, and if I'm the defense, I'm trying to make sure I knock him off balance.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. And the shot is good. Halliburton's got his first basket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
You too. That's a jump ball.
Back to LaVine. Valanciunas with a screen on Mathurin. Mathurin against LaVine. 4 on the shot clock. No good from Valanciunas. Pacers trail by 17. Halliburton on the wing. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. LaVine kicks to Murray. And that comes off the assist by LaVine. LaVine's got his 4th assist in this one. For Indiana, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. LaVine finds Valanciunas, fires it up. Rejected by Halliburton.
Pacers ball.
Pacers trail by 15. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Halliburton a screen on Carter.
2 minutes.
Here's Nembhard, defended by Carter. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. He gets it in there. Nembhard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Levine kicks to Murray. Carter outside. Murray sets a screen for Carter. Outside for Murray. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
It's Ellis on the wing. Kick out to Levine. And a jam by Levine.
That elite athleticism of Zach Levine. This guy loves to finish up high.
Doubled by Murray. Pass to Halliburton. Siakam a screen on Ellis. Halliburton for 3. Not going to go that time.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Murray, good.
And guys, so far in this one, Murray has been delivering offensively. This kind of scoring is what made him a high lottery pick.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Levine gets the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now, here's Halliburton. Over Ellis. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Isaiah Jackson. We'll be topping out there with Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Shepard in at the 2-guard spot. Jackson misses. Kings leading now by 21. And here's Fultz. DeRozan inside. Neesmith covering. Shot by Crowder, no good. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here's Toppin. A 3-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Monk from past the arc. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Shepard. Pass to McConnell. A floater. Crowder pulls it in. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. On its way from DeRozan for 2. On the wing, Monk. Neesmith covering. The shot by Monk is no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Monk grabs the board.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And they'll get another chance. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. Murray comes in for Crowder. Zach LaVine's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in for Markelle Fultz. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Nembhard. And it's off from three-point range. LaVine pitched to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for LaVine. It's good from long range. LaVine's got 21 in the game.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Looking to get it going. Halliburton and Ellis with the block, and they're able to recover. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Siakam passes to Nembhard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
It's Ellis on the wing from deep. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got his 6th assist on the night. The Pacers shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Halliburton for 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Kings.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zach LaVine.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Buries the long-range jumper.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
LaVine kicks to Murray. Here's Valanciunas. Kick out to LaVine. Again, LaVine missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Turner, no good. And it's the Kings with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Murray. Back to LaVine. Murray sets a screen for LaVine. For 3, Murray drops it in. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for...
notes in this one, Stan. Cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. A look at the starting group here for Denver. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point. Clock at 2. Crowder finds Levine. Fires it from 18. No good, off the front rim.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Porter looks it over. Back to Jokic from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Ellis, defended by Murray. And here's Crowder from the arc. And it's Denver with a rebound. Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Here's Levine. Denver getting their last shot to go. On the wing, Crowder. Pass to Murray. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Kings foul. Ellis. First personal foul. First team foul.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Levine, and here's Crowder from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Levine.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Murray. Gordon on the wing. Pass to Porter. Jokic with a screen on Crowder. Porter from outside. Drops in the 3.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
Levine finds Crowder. Back to Levine. The 3 is up. And the Kings with another 3.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Jokic. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Here's Ellis, defended by Murray. Outside Murray. Takes the 3. Denver grabs the miss.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And coach, a 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Ellis. Still no points. And there's a pick. Levine passes to Murray. Now here's Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Valanciunas with a screen on Murray. Ellis. Good D by Jokic. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Murray from outside. Valanciunas with a rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Here's Levine. Pass to Crowder. Fires the three. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. The Nuggets lead by 3. Inside. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, hard work pays off for Gordon. Running the floor and putting a strong finish on the fast break.
Here's Ellis on the wing. Levine. To the right side. Murray, a screen on Murray. Ellis. And he banks in the layup.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets ahead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. Trey Lyles is out there with Domantas Sabonis. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside Fultz. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
DeRozan down low, defended by Watson. Fultz passes to Lyles. Going inside, outside for Fultz. 4 on the clock. Back to Lyles. The 3-ball. Oh, Jordan with the block. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. The Nuggets lead by 5. Here's Watson. And again, Denver with a 3.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Back to Monk. Picked by Sabonis. Monk with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And here's Sabonis outside. Hits the trifecta. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get. All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
The 3 from DeRozan. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Denver in the lead. Pass to Strother. Driving inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Nuggets understand their opportunity. Coach Michael Malone said, we have a special, unique player, and that window is only open for so long. If we want to try and be a dynasty, we need a standard of excellence each and every day, and it's my job to hold the guys accountable. Brian?
Yeah, and it starts from the top. He's done it well. Thanks, Allie. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Strother. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And B.A., if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Fultz passes to DeRozan. Clock at 6. Too easy for DeRozan.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. Up top, Watson. He's got 6. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. And he's all alone. The finish. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Yeah, stylish flush by DeRozan. Flying up and making a big-time statement at the rim.
Here's Strother, defended by DeRozan. Poke loose. And out of bounds. The Kings will take it. 32 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Fultz passes to Monk. Out to the right wing. Back to Lyles for 3. Kept alive. Here's Sabonis. Excellent D there from Holmes.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Strother. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you got to like what Russell Westbrook has done in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Michael Malone. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gordon outside. The 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Kings trail by 5. Here's Ellis. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Murray. Valanciunas sets a screen. Crowder outside. Outside Levine. Rebound by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. An open look for Porter. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Porter's got 5 now.
A talented shooter like Porter has no trouble with the mid-range. He makes it look almost easy.
Murray passes to Crowder. And he drives in and slammed it home, and a foul. A chance. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does.
First personal foul. First team stands. Shooting force.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Outside Levine. Outside Murray. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. Ball stolen. Here's Ellis. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Nikola Jokic. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
Personal foul. Third team.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Levine. They kick it out to Murray. Valanciunas with a screen on Gordon. Murray, no good. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Jokic with a screen on Levine. Brown sinks the tray. Brown's got 5 points.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Aaron Gordon fits perfectly with this team because of his lunch pail approach. Coach Michael Malone said, I think Aaron Gordon is a prime example of somebody who's truly selfless. He does the dirty work for us, and a lot of times he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Brian, not today.
That's right. Good call, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, good commitment from Murray. He stays with his shot and gets the contact.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Sabonis, he's checked in for Valanciunas. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Crowder. Monk, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Markelle Fultz in for Ellis. And Sacramento making a change here. Lyles checked in. Westbrook against Fultz. Pass to Strother. Picked by Holmes. Outside Watson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Into the lane. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. DeRozan down low. Holmes is on him. DeRozan looks it over. Sabonis outside. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Here's Fultz. And another miss by Sacramento.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Kings trail by 3. The 3 from DeRozan. Sabonis outside. Here's Lyles. Out to Sabonis. Pass to Monk. Fires high post. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Monk's got 7 points.
More and more bigs are getting passing games, but Sabonis definitely has a unique ability to find guys.
And they're not happy with the call here. Good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first one falls. And so Westbrook nails both of them. 26 seconds left in the third. Monk, a screen on Westbrook. Over to the wing. Here's Lyles, driving in. Outside Monk. Picked by Sabonis. The shake. Monk passes to Sabonis. Back to Monk. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Monk's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis out there with Trey Lyles. And it's Fultz in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Holmes passes to Watson. Back to Holmes. Pass to Watson. From deep. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's Lyles. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Denver in the lead. Here's Strother. Monk covers. Holmes, a screen on Monk. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff...
Wow!
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Here's Murray. It's good. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Outside Murray. Outside for Levine. Back to Murray. To tie it up. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets lead by 3. Pass to Porter from the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. For Sacramento, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And here's Crowder from the arc. The shot, no good. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Murray from outside. They get it back. Here's Jokic. Inside. Jokic drops it in.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
Ellis passes to Murray. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Drops in the 3.
Look at Murray stepping up big time. I mean, we know he wants to be a trusted scorer when they need a bucket, and he shows it.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Gordon, he's checked in for Holmes. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Levine surveys the D to take the lead. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Murray. Jokic, the screen. Out left to the wing. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Outside Levine. Now Valanciunas. Back to Murray. Valanciunas with a screen on Gordon. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The Nuggets lead by 4. Murray inside, and it's blocked. Now the Kings in transition. Murray against Gordon. Here's Valanciunas. Outside for Levine. On the wing, Murray. Back to Levine. Over Jokic. And another miss by Sacramento. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Oh, how about Jokic running the break?
And we know he can pass the ball. But wow, what a great finisher as well. Jokic delivering when his team needs him.
Ellis, good.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Right wing. Jokic with a screen on Levine. And it's good.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
For three, Gordon. Off.
Go.